Hello, Sunshine. I'm Corey Wire. Thanks for being here with us today. It's Thursday, December 5th. Happy Friday Eve. Let us smell the flower and cool the soup. And let's lock in for the next 10 minutes of news. We start with war news out of South Korea, where President Yoon Suk Yeol is under mounting pressure to resign after plunging the country into political chaos and uncertainty. Yoon declared martial law late Tuesday night, accused the country's main opposition, Democratic Party, which has a majority in parliament, of sympathizing with North Korean and anti state activities. Under martial law, all political and civilian activities stop, like rallies, protests, even legislative functions, while the military is granted temporary rule during an emergency. In South Korea, the president has the constitutional ability to declare martial law, but it was a risky move for embattled President Yoon. He popularity plummeted since he took office in 2022 after a number of scandals. And with the opposition gaining a majority, he has been in a stalemate in the legislature, unable to deliver on campaign promises to cut taxes and ease business regulation. After the surprise decree, Yoon faced an immediate backlash from lawmakers and citizens alike. People took to the street in protest. Furious lawmakers forced their way past soldiers stationed to block entry in parliament. 109 lawmakers, a majority, voted to strike down the decree, and within hours, President Yoon caved, reversing the martial law decree in a statement and withdrawing troops deployed to carry out the order. The fallout from Yoon's decree has been swift. The president's chief of staff and more than 10 senior secretaries have submitted their resignation. And while the president himself has not resigned, the National Assembly began the impeachment motion against the president in the event he does not step down. Now questions remain around the future of Yoon's presidency, his party's role, and what happened next in one of the world's major economies and a major United States ally. Next to Eastern Europe, well, days of protests have rocked the country of Georgia. We're going to get a glimpse of the scene unfolding in the nation's capital, Tbilisi. The government has put a pause on the former Soviet country's widely popular bid to join the European Union. Protesters have been met with a violent police crackdown. CNN's Rinda Kincaid explains why tensions have been rising in the fight over the country's future and whether it will forge closer tie with Russia or Europe. Racing down a road in a right to race, a protester. 10-second trivia. Which pasta name translate to little worm in English? Linguine, udon, vermicelli, or fusilli? If you said vermicelli, you are correct. It comes from the Latin word verme, which means worm. Many of us face a most daily dilemma, craving salty, sweet, or savory, ultra-processed snack over healthy one even though we know processed food are good for our health. Guilty. So, what is an ultra-processed food? They're foods that has been significantly changed from the original state by the addition of artificial flavors and colors, preservatives, sweeteners, and emulsifiers, and you get it. See, kind of the research trying to unravel why ultra-processed food lead to a ring list issues like diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and why it's so hard to stop eating them. Well, we often, most of those, the Dr. Halsey, this is where always saw me the next day. Switch. Correct. Once a week. The L. Today's story getting a 10 out of 10. A scooter, a keys bike, and a high speed police chase. A police officer was hopping passes, running through yards, even scaling trash cans to leap up and over obstacle, all to chase that guy, the dude who stole a motorized scooter. In a while, turn of events, an officer come across the kid's bike and he took off in a hot pursuit. Those people on the airport wondering what the heck is going on. Valiant effort, not gonna get it done though. Another officer with a bit of bigger set of wheel made the arrest. Pedaling cop must have been really, really tired. Bad choices, bad decision, bad consequences. It can be quite vicious. Our shout out today goes to my friend in Hialeah, Florida, the Patriot America Senior High School. Rise up. Thank you for making a part of your day. Fun fact, famed aviator Amelia Earhart began her final attempt to journey around the globe in Hialeah. The more you know. Thanks to all of you. Subscribe, like, comment on your CNN 10 YouTube channel for your shout out to recast. I'll see you tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, I'm Corey Wire, and we are CNN 10. Boom.